Look at the color. Isn't that gorgeous? Probably has been found like this. Don't tell me this is true. This is the best touring E-Type you can ever get. One owner, and this already starts to attract my interest. This is the best example of how not to restore an E-Type. I love the 2+2, you know that. Ah, look at this. So this is original. Welcome back to our last edition of the 24-25 Classic Car Show season. We started in October in Bologna in Italy. We are now here in October, Bologna, Italy, at the Classic Car Show. Here we are in Brussels, Interclassics Car Show 24, and we're checking out some E-Types. This is the Interclassics in Maastricht. I like the show. It is not overwhelmed. And we are now back at the Retro Mobile in Paris. This is 2025. We started last year here with Richard Michael Owen. Then we had Parma, we went to Stuttgart. So this is the last show here in Essen in 2025. It is a sunny day. Today is Wednesday. We are on the 9th, which is the preview day. So we're expecting a little bit less spectators here than on the other days. And we will try to find something interesting here, especially on the E-Types. We recently had the stock market shock, and I have been contacted by a new pattern of customers which are investors, and they try to put their money from the stock market into classic cars now. And this is maybe the best moment to buy a classic car. The prices are still low, especially in Germany, because German angst is everywhere here. Nobody's investing any money, so maybe Germany is the best place to buy a classic car. And let's see what we find here. So there's an E-Type over there. It has these series, the flat hubs, either clean, what they say. It's a 3.8, but it has the series 2 wheel. Pretty much aftermarket stuff on here. Has been fully restored with aftermarket stuff. Interesting to see these ones here. This is an indication for a 61, early 62. I'm surprised to see that on this one, because this shouldn't have the recess here. Cool. Have a look at the number plate here. I have not seen this before here. So the number here, I can't read the number. 88127. R7. R7 would mean late 62. So this is a bit strange. The brake master cylinder, they look pretty huge. These ones here. Later clutch cylinder. So this hose is a bit strange, and this one is disconnected here. You see this one? This is the original heater hose pipes going through the bulkhead. Don't know what happened, maybe it's corroded and it's leaking on the inside, so they bridged it on the outside. Interesting to see. A self-made modified bracket for the alternator here. Is not a dynamo, and this is interesting to see. You see this one here? This is something I don't really like. Here the bolt is too short. This bolt here is far too short, but on the other side this one is far too long. And I'm wondering where the brake light switch is. So that must be somewhere. And this is something you wouldn't do really. Is there a hole in here? So there's a nice hole to collect the water. Very interesting to see. So the water is getting in here and then is distributed in the engine frame. It is, and this one here, is that welded up here? You see there's a reinforcement plate you see that here? This plate here is going all the way here. So you understand. And there's another hole here. This is a no-go. This is the best example of how not to restore an E-type. Let me see the number here. Is that an original one? What number is it? So it's RA. So that could be an E-type engine actually. Maybe it's even the original one, because RA, here's RA, and here at the bottom they say R7. So there's a mismatch. So if they do that new, they could have done that. They could have done that actually here. What number is that? So a lot of interesting things to see here. So it's a 4.2 seats in here, whereas it is meant to be a 3.8, which should have bucket seats, but maybe and this is another thing here. This one is the typical issue with the 4.2 seats here, and probably on the other side. Very often they have holes in here. What is we're going on the other side to see if this is only by chance or if that is an early product here. Here's the same. So this is early stuff. This is rare early stuff. You see the recess here? That is really early stuff. Look at the lever here. That is very long. I wonder if that is an aftermarket 5-speed gearbox. We will ask later. This is all oversized here. The writings, the font. This hexagon screw is something you need to like, and everything has been redone in the wrong style. But well, people do what they like. Let me see the number on the picture frame. On here, is there a number on there? Let me see. That's different. So they put that in here. Totally different font. I don't know if you can enlarge this here. So that definitely has been re-stamped. But whoever restored this one is probably. And that is the thing. And there's another number on here. I don't know what that is for. I've never seen this one on here. So this is something I will do an extra episode, an extra edition on things like these, and that will be most interesting for you to follow that video. That will be kind of podcast. And it tells you my impressions, what I've seen the last 6 to 12 months, and that will be very, very interesting for all of you. So what else do we see here? Well, it looks like an E-type, probably has been an E-type, but I don't want to know about the rest. And the thing is, if the owner doesn't know what he has and the workshop doesn't know what to do, then you get a result like this. And let's check the price. Here's the price. So it says 15,000 were produced. It is 3.8, and the price is 165,000. What I think is extremely ambitious. I think this one is worth not even 100, with all the wrong numbers on it. And what is this here? I mean, come on guys. Come on guys. Don't tell me this is true. Please tell me that my eyes are lying. Come on. There's, I mean, it's just, this is, you should go to prison for this. Never seen that. But that is when hobby mechanics starts to improve their cars. They totally ruined the car. The best is with the reinforcement of the engine frame here. This is something I can't get enough of. So this extra plate, I mean, this is a burner. This is a burner. Who has ever seen this before? Right, what do you think about such a car? It goes all the way down here. Interesting, interesting. I think we've seen enough. Hope you enjoy that. Thank you. And here are two more E-Types. It's nice to see. So this is a Series 2. Let me check. It is 114,900. And this is the E-Type we have seen in Maastricht.
Den hast du in Maastricht schon gemacht?
Genau, noch nicht verkauft. Grüß dich.
Nee, noch nicht verkauft.
Hallo.
Aber der ist neu.
Der ist neu. So this is the car we have seen in Maastricht. And actually this car is from my hometown, from Osnabrück. Still for sale.
Still for sale. It was quasi sold in Maastricht, but
then they
at
disappeared.
the end he took something different. Yeah.
Another E-Type or a different car?
I think he took a different car.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we covered this car already in the Maastricht video. The link is below. But this is a new
this
one.
You should cover. It would interest me here because it was totally restored to very high standard. What do you think about it?
Yeah, let me check. So it's Series 2 wheels, the flat hubs I see, but the wider wheels. So it has the flat hubs for easy cleaning. It's a 4.2, and this price is interesting. 139. It's a 65 model, fully restored. Carmen red with beige interior. It has a 5-speed gearbox.
It has now a 5-speed gearbox, yeah.
So 5-speed gearbox, motor-liter steering wheel. Everything has been redone. You see the classic aftermarket dash legend. A replacement motor-liter steering wheel. I like to see the original horn push. That is something which adds value to the car. Paint itself, I see here, you will probably not see that. The paint here is pretty, don't know if you can get that in here. It's reflecting, but it's we tried to get that on the screen. It has already some dust in there and grinding marks still visible here everywhere. So there is some spots. Has been polished. So this is a German dealer. It is made to look really nice. Really nice chrome wheels. What's in here? Oh, they have put kind of carpet around here. So really thick, what is that? Felt or carpet style thing? Don't know if you can see that, but it's very hard to capture. And so the bumper here is a bit too long. You see this is standing out. And the fitting of the bumper, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I would readjust that. And this horn is pointing this direction. Don't know if they're pointing at something, and this one as well. So it's pointing outwards. So really nice. I mentioned already that original horn push is really nice. It's a nice color combination, classic. The gear stick and the gear knob reminds me more of a series of an XJS. And so fully rebuilt. Price was 139,900. I think we are allowed to open the bonnet. Just opening the bonnet. Ah, look at this. Look at this. This is something new. Have you ever seen the adjustable seat slide on the left-hand side? This is something I've never seen before. There's another one on the same side, on the left side, but this one here is on the left side. Wonder who invented that. Something new every time you see a car. So this is probably locked, but doesn't lock properly. Let me see if I can open the other door, and then we open the bonnet, hopefully. Yep. He said to show the car on video, so I'm going ahead Let me see what the engine is offering. So it should have been a golden hat. There's no number here. There's no number here. There is a number here, but then you come over here. And here is the VIN plate. So this is an original VIN plate, and it says 1E10448. And let's see if we find that number on the picture frame. Here, on here. Is there a number on here? Warte. Is there a number there?
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay, that looks good then. Here I see some grindings here of the wheels. So it needs to get the bonnet further to the front. The closing panel, this one here, most often this is missing. Most people don't even know it exists. Oh, this is gardening hardware. I've never seen that before. As I say, every time you look at a car, you discover something new. So this pedal box was actually on the first 4.2 cars, so into the early 65. But this is something. I wonder what that is for. I wonder what that is for. So there's this going here. I mean, this is something. Wissen Sie, was das hier ist?
Das könnte sein.
So we don't know what this is, but it's an interesting invention. So yeah, we'll find out. So it has already the brake booster in the bottom here, the brake power servo. So that is one of the early features the early 4.2 cars had. And then later on the pedal box changed to the later style, which continued up to the Series 3 actually. So this is the intermediate, and the same with this one. This is the vacuum hose, which is then later passing through the bulkhead. Okay. So there is an interesting car. That looks like a Survivor. And let me see if I can get in here. This looks like a project car. I always like these cars. Probably has been found like this. E-Type Road's a one owner. So it's a one owner, say a remarkable 62 car, flat floor even. So it's an early 62 car, one owner. And this already starts to attract my interest. Let me see. It has, this is interesting. And you see here, this is the original stuff. This is the original stuff here. You see the squared one, the aftermarket have the all shaped and round, don't fit. And what you see here, it has the original louvers. I need to find out if that is still the original paint.
Probably early 70s.
So this is still interesting to see the early cubby box here. That looks very nice. So this actually is, here you see if that is still original. So this already changed here, because the early ones, they only had this bar going up to here. It has the original markings here on the glass. Yeah, there it is. Still had, has still the original door locks. This has been replaced. So in here we see something. So this mat is the original one. I'm presenting the car and then I do an interview with you. Is that okay?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and then you tell us about this car.
For what medium is it?
It's a huge arm. I'm an E-Type expert.
Yeah.
And I always try to explain and show interesting cars.
Okay.
And this is something I really like because it's a project car. And you will tell us about it. So
I try to tell you as much as I can. I just joined the company, so
yeah, perfect. Okay. So here we are with
Maikel.
Pleasure, Maikel.
You're Maikel.
Yes,
great.
So we met.
Good to meet you.
We met. So I always get emotion when I see these kind of cars, project cars, because I always hope this is a survivor.
It is
a project car, and I was reading is a one owner from new.
Correct.
And that is, and this I already see this is an earlier car because it has welded louvers and they seem to be original. It has the original dotted alloy dash in there.
Yep.
It has the early steering wheel, and I see a few things which already offer later because the flat floor only went on up to January 62.
Yep.
So, and this one we will see the number hopefully later when we open the bonnet. Then we could say, okay, this is a very late 61 car or a very early, because the flat floor was discontinued in January 62.
Correct.
So it might be produced in 61, but delivered in 62.
Yeah, it was delivered to Canada, so it's been on a boat probably for
6 weeks, something. So
Absolutely.
very interesting. Very interesting. So tell us about the car. You found the car, you bought the car, is it of a customer?
Found the car through a contact of ours in Canada and decided to buy it because we liked it. One owner.
Yeah.
I saw you pointing at the hood earlier.
Yeah.
This has been replaced.
This one here and this one.
A long time ago, but that's not original.
But these are the original later ones because the early ones they were round here. So this is to verify only that the early ones had a round one, and shortly later this one then was squared, rectangular. And because the early ones they were snapping off. I think only the first 300 cars had the round thin like here, so they reinforced them and they were replaced later. That is why on early cars to have round shaft is so rare. So someone polished the steering wheel.
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
It's the only part we polished.
Yes, but I've seen this one here. The cubby box is fiberglass. Later ones were cardboard. So that is a typical original sign here. But I like this. This is a modification.
Yeah.
This is very smart. Can we get this in? Can I open the door?
Yeah, please do.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So just note the flat floor, and it looks an extremely nice condition.
It is.
The body looks rock solid. This is something, I don't know if you can see that here. This looks very interesting, but this is smart. Can we see this? This is so smart. How lovely is that? That should have been patented by Jaguar.
Yeah.
So this is the wrong one, but I wouldn't care about this. But this is original. This is original, and you can hear here the fiberglass box. That is original. So this is so there's a spacer missing here, but that we know and we get sorted. All the rest, the bulkhead. Look at the bulkhead. How often do you see the bulkhead here? This is still original stuff here. Original. This I would say this is original paint. There is still the original Lucas. So this is really nice. So this part is where the mirror is mounted. Steering wheel looks really nice. Someone probably put a new one on there. But everything, so this is the original here. This carpet. here. Wonderful. That's a nice project car. We might open the trunk. And let's see the trunk floor. Ah, look at this. How lovely is this? So this is original. This might have been repaired, but this is the original. So it has original dark green, Appalachian dark green color.
Original
Dark green. So
Yep.
this is the original paint, I presume.
Yep.
Yeah, this is all sound here. Do you have the heritage?
Yep.
Would like to see that. Really nice. So sadly, a lot of parts are missing. That is a bit of a shame. Let's see the heritage. Do you have the missing parts, or is that?
Yeah, but they're in Almere in the Netherlands.
Oh, they are there.
They're all there. She's 99% complete.
Okay. So this is the Appalachian dark green with beige interior and the sand soft top. So he sees October 61. I might have a customer for this car. Can I reserve that?
What? For
Until Sunday maybe, because I need to contact. For how long? 2 days?
it's a bit dodgy. Because if we can sell her this
Yes.
evening, we will.
Yeah.
But I'll do give you my card.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You see here, and it stays up. So someone has painted. Have a look at if the number is there, and it looks like the right number on there. And it's said that all the parts are there. Let's see on the other side. Hello. Guck mal hier. Was mal hier? Die Nummer hier. That is the original plate. So here's another one, a nice looking Series 3. It's still registered. Not sure if we have seen that before. Sorry about the loud music, it's annoying. So Hoyersburg, British Classica Treffen, so that's only an indication where to meet classic cars. Sadly, interesting to see these wheels here. You see this? This is not the splined hubs, this is a screwed on hub. Never seen that before, very interesting. It looks like because usually these cars they have the steel wheels, and this one is a kind of wire wheel. But very nice, and this is a European edition. Here you see that, these nuts here. These nuts, so it's not a spline hub with a wheel spinner, but it's mounted with a 5 screws here. Very interesting to see. Never seen that before. Nice rims, and it's a European edition with a small overriders here. Very nice looking Series 3 coupe. Some original parts here, original glass. Perfectly fitted here. Look at this, how nice this is. How smooth and round. Really nice. So two huge wipers in comparison to the three small ones you see on the Series 1 cars. Huge arms and wipers. Nice. It is the tinted glass, really nice. The fitting here also very neat and perfect. So that could, I'm not sure if that is still original, but very well done. The paint surely is new, but all these chromes, they are not perfect. They have some patina, but that's nice to see. Triplex glass. Triplex glass here as well. Sadly, there's no price on it. And I like to see here this slim rubber skin. Usually the Series 3, they have a much wider rubber seal here to bridge the gap. That looks a lot nicer, and how see the fitting here on this one. I've never seen that. I don't even know if this is original. I'm not into Series 3, but this is especially nice. So this is something for taller people. And here's another really nice car. Look at this one. Just you turn around and you find another. Look at the color. Isn't that gorgeous? This is the 60s with the petticoat and everything. Rockabilly. So it's a really nice. Is that a Series 1? No, it's a Series 1.5, I think, because it has. You see here the small tail lights above the bumpers, but you have the two carbs only. So this was an US version with the two carbs only, and the reverting exhaust fume coming back from the exhaust into the intake. So let's see what's written here. So it's a 68. Here are the details. So it's a May 68, that is a typical 1.5, or the so-called 1.5, people say it doesn't exist. Classic Cars Warsaw, so that's, well, a Polish dealer. I have to say I like the paint, and the chrome is really nice, everything is shiny, it looks perfect. Look at the plate here, the plate looks original, so 78808 Borg Warner, that's for the automatic. So are you?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes,
So
yes,
this is the dealer, trader, owner.
Yeah. I mean the salesman.
You're the salesman. You are from where?
Poland.
From Poland.
Warsaw.
You made all the way.
Yeah. I mean,
Just with this car, or?
No, with the 5 cars.
Okay, so really nice. So tell us about
It's just
the car.
1,000 kilometers away, don't
Yeah, that's around the corner.
Yeah,
So-
basically.
So, but
Europe's
maybe
a
is
small
that the last chance to sell in Europe?
country. Do you?
Essen, the last show really.
I don't know. No, there are a lot more shows.
More when?
I mean, in Vienna.
Well, that's by the end of the year.
No, that's.
That's coming up now.
No, that's June, I believe.
Okay, so
Maybe I'm ill-informed.
in the middle of the year, he says there are 2 more shows in Vienna and in
Padova,
maybe?
I mean, yeah, that's a big Italian show.
Okay, yeah,
But no, this is the biggest show.
yeah. The Essen, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it got smaller. But tell us about the car.
So,
Original, I've seen
this
here.
is-
Delivery,
the 1.5 series from 1968.
yeah. US specification.
4.2, yeah. It's a, you can, very rare to see E-Type with an automatic gearbox. You can only get it with a Series 1.5 with this 2+2.
Yeah.
So this is it, and then obviously a 4.2 engine with 2 Strombergs
Yes.
carburetors instead of the usual 3 SUs. So that is the.
So you
American
bought the
spec.
car in what condition?
So the owner, which is not me, bought the car. We sell the car on behalf of the owner.
Yes.
He bought it in 2016, I believe, in California.
And never driven after restoration. It looks all brand new.
Yeah, no, he drove it on clean roads.
Okay, yeah.
No. before we put up a car on sale, it's usually very well detailed by one of our guys.
Yeah.
So that's why they look like
So
this.
he bought the car in 2016 as a project car.
Yeah.
Imported it to Poland.
Yes, he restored it with his son.
Yeah.
It took them 3 years.
Okay.
And incredible restoration for you know.
Private home
I
restoration.
mean, yeah, they did it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
But it looks fantastic. And since then, since he completed the restoration, he drove it 800-900 miles.
Only.
So he drove 350 miles a year.
Yeah.
Usually
On a
when you have
sunny
a
day.
collection, this is what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
And now it's for sale.
Okay. What is the price?
89,000.
89,000. Okay. So it's 89,000 for really nice, fully restored, and I have to say, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
It stands out. The color combination is really nice. So it's dark blue interior with a light blue exterior paint. Is that the original paint? Light blue and dark blue. It is matching colors actually.
Yeah.
It says light blue. So I'm not sure if that, but it looks stunning. If you want to show, then this is the car to have. The automatic, you know, I like the automatic because it's so relaxing to drive, and especially for the passenger.
Yes.
They don't have that acceleration in the back, and so it's really nice. And this one has the foldable, even more inclinable backrest seats here. So this is a nice car actually. I love the 2+2, you know that. This is the best touring E-Type you can ever get. The only thing, it has the rocker switches here. This is something I personally don't like.
You'd prefer the
toggle switches, in the Series
okay.
1.
They did it for safety, you know.
Yeah, I know, they changed a lot. I'm missing here the parcel trays.
Yeah, that should be addressed. No.
So because that's very convenient to have the parcel trays there. There's a you know, a shelf.
That is correct.
That is
especially in older cars, you usually have no specific.
Yeah, nothing. You have this box here, but no. So let me see. It's an aftermarket steering wheel, sadly, but an original horn push, and that is really, really nice. Did you get the details here? That you understand? So that's a 68 US, and I think at this time in the UK they still have the toggle switches and they still have the 3 carbs. But only in the US they had to have all these changes, which is a pity. And some people actually say this was done to favor the Corvette. Okay, thank you very much. 89,000 something you said.
Yes.
Lovely, lovely. I like the chrome. Everything re-chrome. Yes, nice, really nice. No pitting. All seems to be new. Even the original glass here, the tinted one. Can you see that here? Yep, there it is. The original glass here. The original glass here on the side. 89,000. Hast du das? Lovely.
Glad you like it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good
Have
luck,
a good
huh?
day.
One E-Type here, and this is a company from Poland. I don't know these cars. Verde, Poland, Expert Pagoda. So you see plenty of Pagodas, Mercedes, in all colors and all shades. And here is an E-Type. Let me see. So that's a Series 3. Seems to be fully restored, at least all freshly painted. Pretty nice color combination. I like this light green with the light green interior, or suede green I would even say. The interior looks totally new, air conditioned, a smaller steering wheel, very small. So I suspect that car has servo, power steering, has air conditioned, special coolant. So there's a lot of high tech in here, and I don't see a price. Let me see, it's negotiable. So the price is subject to negotiation. So there's a number there on the engine. It's 7S16269. So that's the engine block number. It looks totally like a brand new car. Very well done. Nice chrome everywhere. Probably a great driver. Paint isn't too nice, but the finish here, I like to see this matching here. The line is flush, goes all the way. Let me see if there's a wind plate on the other side. No, it's not. So very nice color combination, beautiful car. Only thing is it's a Series 3. So and here's another E-Type, another Carmen Red Roadster, a 4.2. It's called Franz Marc from Essen. And what do we see? It looks, this one also has the seat slide on the wrong side. It has still the original horn push here. It even has still the original dash legend, so that's really nice. Let me see, so this might have been replaced already. Look, this looks pretty much original because it has all the patina here. Everywhere you see the patina. So this could be actually a nice survivor. Look at here, the door handles, still the original 2 lock on here. It has some pitting here. That a few modifications like this isn't there. There should be a rubber mat in here with a slit. It appears to be very much original. It still has the original wheels, so that's very nice. So these are the curly hubs with a deep recess here. There. So that is nice. I love these curly hubs. They're just wonderful. And this one has still the long arrow. You see the long arrow here? This is the early version. And I'm surprised you can still find them on a 4.2 car. And here is some information. 32,000 kilometers from when? From new? And this is the price is 165. This is from the distance already far more interesting than the one we have seen before. So we will ask a few more questions to the owner. So this is pointing the other direction, but it's fixed. I will ask about the 32,000 kilometers. Dankeschön. Steht vorne dran 32.000 Kilometer.
Ja.
Ist das nach Restauration, nach Import?
Nein, das ist original.
So he says it is original 32,000 kilometers from original. That would be something really, really rare. So obviously has been painted because this should be all in body color. So it has been apart and then reassembled. He says, let's check if the numbers here is matching. The number here is there. 7E. What does it say? So it's an early 4.2. Hallo, bitte.
Der ist der ohne.
Ja, Sie sind bitte da. Da steht vorne dran 32.000 Kilometer. Von wann ist das?
Ja, so lange wie das Auto, seit von 1965, 32.000.
Original.
Ja, ja.
So it says has been repainted. I think the seats have.
Das weiß ich jetzt gar nicht. Ob die
Then
Sitze,
usually normal haben die hier ein Loch drin auf der Seite auch, weil das immer da dran stößt. Und das ist so noch
das kann
neu.
ich Ihnen jetzt
Ne?
gar nicht so genau
Ja,
sagen.
deswegen 32.000 hört sich sehr, sehr wenig an.
Den habe ich aus der Schweiz damals geholt. Von einem älteren Mann, der nie mitgefahren ist. Und ich bin auch nie damit gefahren.
Seit
Ich habe
wann
eine
haben Sie den?
Autosammlung,
Seit wann haben Sie den? Seit?
35, 40 Jahre.
So the owner says, so this is the owner. The owner says he owns the car since 30, 35 years. He has barely driven it, and so he's just presuming that the 32, it is a kilometers. Yeah, it is a Swiss delivery. So he bought the car from Switzerland, and it has actually a kilometer speedo, not the miles. So it could actually be a Swiss delivery. And he said the previous owner never drove it, so that is why he believes it's the original mileage. So I see a few original features, but obviously it has been repainted and new seats. With the age, you always find these issues. Here are another two roadsters. So this is the Series 2, and I think, where are these from? Are these from Scandinavia or? Selected car group. This is a nice car. This is a Series 1. So we feature this first. So this is Series 1. It looks like an Opel Astra dark green. A 62 car. 175,000. Fully restored. Alloy dash. So this dashboard is actually from a right-hand drive car. Very interesting. So I'm wondering then if this has been converted from right-hand drive to left-hand drive, because the key on the left-hand drive is on this side and the starter push button is on this side. So this is a right-hand drive interior. The gearbox, I don't know if that is maybe a modern 5-speed, but it's a short gear stick with a different pattern. The yellow dash is aftermarket. This is all aftermarket. And well, it looks nice, typical, traditional, interesting color. But I've never seen this is interesting here, with the dome nuts on top. The 4.2 hand lever and grab handle, and this is 4.2, and these should be the other way around actually. So every time you look at these cars, you discover something new. And here is interesting. Here is interesting to see, they have the nuts here, the self-locking nuts. This is totally, something different. And it's so interesting to you. This is a different glass manufacturer I haven't seen before. So where's this from? If you know, it will be interesting to know. And you see here, the wipers are pointing to the other side. So this actually has been, this is typical, this is only on the right-hand drive cars. The left-hand drive cars would have the wipers pointing this direction. So this is interesting. Hello. I'm just wondering, is this a left-hand or right-hand drive? Everything seems to be a right-hand drive.
Yeah.
Can we open the bonnet, and from the number we could...
Yeah, I can find the certificate.
Yeah, thank you. Can we open the bonnet? So originally this is stated here as this is a left-hand drive number in June 62.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised it has so many right-hand drive components on the car.
Okay.
It is manually, so it's cream
With red, yeah.
with red interior. So that was a typical color combination.
Yeah.
But can we see the wind plate? And this looks...
Are you a dealer or?
Yeah.
Yeah. From UK?
No, from Germany.
From Germany, yeah. This car has German papers.
Yeah, okay, so the guy just said it's German papers. So this is a number, this is a restamp plate here.
Numbers.
And okay, so here's the engine number. And here's the picture frame number. Yeah, okay. So it has some extra features here, like the double windscreen nozzles. But then there was something else I have seen. This one actually has a flat floor. That is very interesting. You see this here is a flat floor. So that's probably invented later, because this car shouldn't have a flat floor. In May 62, they never had a flat floor. It has nice gaps here all over. That looks really nice. The paint job looks nice, but you can also tell from the inside that's that is made to be a flat floor. Komm mal hier rein. So then again, this is a nice looking car. It is typical. They told us it is done by Otto Tönnies. He is not around anymore, and we know that person ceased his business, and he has restored plenty of cars. Not all to originality. So I'm really surprised what this car was made of, and now is in the hand of this dealer in Denmark. It is good looking. If you don't know anything about E-Types, you might just go for this one and enjoy it as is. So here we have a Series 2 car in a typical primrose yellow. This one has been used and driven, so probably being a reliable car. Not perfect condition. You see all the patina, which is kind of testimonials for its age and functioning. Has a little dent here. I wouldn't bother about that because you want to drive the car. The Series 2 is more driver than the Trailer Queen. The price is competitive. It is 79,900. If you want to have an E-Type for driving, then the Series 2 is much more accessible to your wallet. And you wouldn't have to bother too much about losing value because you already start at a lower price. Primrose yellow, always an attractive color, especially in summer. That's why you have the roadsters. But as you know, I'm not so much into Series 2. I'm more about Series 1. A nice fixed head coupe. Let me see if that is a 3.8 or 4.2. So it's a 3.8. From the distance, the panel gaps look pretty nice. Color is nice, golden sand. Here is the bodywork. But it's really flush here. That looks really nice. So I have to see, what is it? It is packed with aftermarket parts, and so I don't know if that should have the vinyl. I asked if we can open the bonnet. So again, these should be the other direction. Could we open the bonnet, please?
Yes, for sure. I'll help you.
Thank you. So it's a 64, so they actually would have the vinyl interior inside. It says 14,500 miles. That must be after restoration probably. Let's have a look at the number here. So it is a matching numbers car. So what does it mean? 15,000 kilometers after restoration, or?
No, total. After restoration they drive thousands.
So from new,
maximum.
From 64, only 15,000?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. 15,000, so it should have all the original parts in here. I think it has been round once. So this is something different I've never seen, but someone might like that. It should have a cubby box in it. So a center console cubby box. I cannot verify if that is an original vinyl cover or should have been. So here it says the wiper motor says 364, so it's a March 64, one of the later It's one of the latest 3.8, so it definitely has a vinyl center console, but I have my doubts it has original 14,000 kilometers only. So it has the March 64. It has a March 64 wiper motor. So from this side, yeah, it has been interesting, the routings of the brake hoses here. I like to discover these cars with all the modifications. I wonder where these lines are going to here. So that's so where is that? So the hydraulic reservoirs, which should be here, I wonder where they are. Ah, they're on the other side. So that is a typical, so that is a right-hand drive arrangement for the reservoirs. So these should actually be on the other side, and so it's leaking, and that's why the paint is all off here. So that is, yeah, that is what I like about my job here. Every day something new, and this is something I have never seen here. I should actually make a video with all the abnormalities on these cars. So I'm pretty sure when you buy this car, you will find 20 other things you need to verify, and yeah, or you leave it like this and hope it all works, or you get it all fixed. The best was the engine frame I've seen on the other car. So this is Series 2. I told you before, Series 2 is not my cake, and I can only present it for those who want to come or want to see. It has been driven, probably fresh paint, because the paint compared to all the rest, you see all this. This is a mismatch. You have the scratches here, and so it looks like a sales paint with all the other parts left alone. Typical new paint, new wheels, new tires.
It's not all English white.
Kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it is a white, and so the price 85,000 euro. I think there's room for negotiation if you start with this one. It's hard to tell. It's just standing here, we can't drive it. So, but it's another E-Type for sale. And here's another one, a Series 3, also in white. And you see the fenders are a lot wider, looks more muscular. It is a 12-cylinder engine. Same color combination than the Series 2. Almost the same condition. You have some patina, and you have here again the mounted, not the splined hubs, but the screwed hubs. So that is, it looks like the earlier cars. But you see something here. This is a typical weakness. You see these here. So that causes problems. You will have to get also the door here. So even though, let's close, so it doesn't really close, but you see the door here is not right. So this requires, especially here, is probably under the lead, is corrosion, and then you would have to get a nice bodywork done here. So don't know the price. There's the prices here. So 66, that's the exhibition price. There's another E-Type, a black one. Let's see what's in there. Very nice and clean looking. 4.2, doesn't say a price, very nice, original. So it's one of the later 4.2 is 3,000, so that's about autumn 66. Some modifications here. High starter, high torque starter, very clean, very nice. Interior looks excellent. Dark red, great color combination, very well done. So I don't know how many E-Types we have seen here, but I think 15 to 20 E-Types here, and there's the price. So it says 165,000. Cool classic club, wonderful color combination. And here we see another E-Type. This is show price 119,900. It says last of the year. Classic analytics valuation 146,000, so that should be condition 1. Let's see what it is. So, oh, yeah, again packed with aftermarket stuff. It looks clean and nice color. Primrose yellow on the outside, black on the inside. Looks very clean. Horn push is original, that's nice to see. The steering wheel's aftermarket. Clean. The problem with these cars, we can't start them, we can't drive them. But, so it's a 67. We don't know if it's mid. We don't know if it's a US delivery. We don't know anything. So it's a big bore exhaust. Lincoln collection from Denmark. Hard to tell. So here we are at the end of the Essen Classics Motor Show. It's the last time. It's called Techno Classica. You see I've changed my dress. I'm here. This is the second day. I have tried to show you some interesting cars and something which you should be aware of. The favorite of the show here was the unrestored, the project car, the 61 flat floor, the dark green one, and I'm pretty sure that will go into interesting hands and it will be restored to full originality. I met Angus Moss and he also inspected that car. He instantly stopped falling in love with it. And the other cars we have seen here, especially the green one for 175,000, where we didn't know, is it a flat floor, isn't it? Is it right-hand drive, is it left-hand drive? And the other cars. So the point I want to make is, so there are so many E-Types out there, but they have been in, let's say, the wrong hands to keep them the way they should be kept. They are modified in so many ways, which, I mean, nobody can follow what someone has done, either the owner or a workshop. So the clients coming to me asking advice or help to find them a nice car has to be reliable, has to be original, and also it shouldn't lose in value, but it should also be an investment. But when you have a car which has already been messed up, everything has been replaced, and we have seen one car here with torque screws in the headlamps. I mean, you can't be more wrong than that. No, there aren't torque screws in there. And so my advice is, spend a little bit more on the maintenance, do some research on the workshops you drop your car, maintain it the way it should be maintained, and that is the only way how to preserve or add value to the car, not by modifying and adding stupid things. I'm saying stupid things because they haven't been on there when the car was built. So a classic car, you drive a classic car because it is a classic car, and not it is a classic car because it should be a modern car. No, it is a classic car, and that's the way we want to keep them. And that's the way how you preserve the value. It has been a great time with you. I really enjoyed the travel, finding you the right car, and we definitely see again and again. Stay tuned, subscribe on my website, then you stay tuned and become a member on my website. Feel free, ask any question, I try to answer. If you look for a car or want to sell a car, contact me, get in touch with me. I have a huge network, or I have so many cars which are secret, which are not advertise anywhere else, get in touch with me and we will find a solution. Stay tuned, we will do some more events. We will be in Goodwood this year. We will do a road trip from the Canada, from Richard Michael Owen's workshop down to Pebble Beach, so that will be an exciting trip. We will participate in a few concourses this year. And subscribe, make sure you like and stay tuned. See you soon somewhere. And when you bump into me, please say hello.